And it looks like we have started the pre-show. It's a good place to be, right, Yankee?
Oh, yeah. The pre-show. It's great. This is when we thank all the early birds in the chat. Great to see you guys. Some people have been in here like, what, an hour ago? It's
I know,
incredible.
I know. Some people have been waiting a long time because this is a historic moment, Yankee.
This is a big, big live stream we've got going on Silver Pros tonight. I'm excited.
I'm so excited. We have literally two powerhouses in the gold and silver world. I mean, live at the same time. This is unprecedented.
We've never had two, right?
Never.
Never. We've interviewed different people, but wow, this is going to be a really, really fun evening.
I think so. And to be able
Mm.
to do a live Q&A brings so much value to the community. For people to actually be able to ask them questions tonight, it's
Mhm.
going to be insane. We already have 100 people in the house.
Woo.
And we haven't even
Awesome.
started. This is pre-show.
I know, right? This is the pre-show, guys. And epic giveaways tonight, right?
That's correct. That's correct. We're going to be
Can't
doing
wait. Mm.
two massive giveaways at the end of the stream.
Hmm.
So two people are going to go home with a 5-ounce silver coin. It's so phenomenal. You're not going to want to miss that. So we're doing that in about an hour or so. So make sure you're here and you can see if you won or not.
What's up, Indecisive Panda? Well, this live stream is up, and we're so happy you're here. Tuli Tuli, shout out to the mods. Tuli Tuli, Indecisive Panda, the Backwoods Stacker. We're gonna need your help with the stream, so thanks so much for being here.
Yeah, J Dog's here. The whole
Mm.
crew's here. Everyone's showing up. This is going to be fun. And this is also the season finale on my channel.
Oh man,
This is
really?
it for
We're
season
done?
5. We're done after this.
Oh my
Well, until
goodness.
season 6, but yeah.
Yeah, well, you said part one, so there is a part two,
We'll be doing the
right? So
big finale on your channel, Yankee.
okay, so we got to think through exactly what we're going to do on that one and what we're going to give away. So that's going to have to be really cool. Really cool. Season five, 5 seasons. We've been doing this for so long, SD. This is awesome.
I know. I know. It's
Thank
gonna.
you.
Thank you, man. This has been
actually,
crazy.
actually, if this is your first time on a Silver Pros, please put a 1 in the chat. No cheating either. All right. I'm looking at you, Tiger. You, Tiger Stacker. Don't you dare put a 1 in there. I know you've been around. Well, put a 1. Put a 1. And this is really the first time you've been on a Silver Pros.
Well, look
Well,
at
there you
all of
go.
them.
Yeah.
Well, the
Nice.
oh yeah, look at that. So probably about at least 20 or 30. Yeah, maybe a good percentage of people are new, which is great. I
That's
mean, this
cool.
community
That's
is
nice.
always
Yeah.
growing. This is an awesome place to be, to hang out, to have fun, to ask questions, learn,
Mm.
and it's expanding. So more and more people are learning about silver. This is and gold for that matter. But this was our whole goal, with these channels: spread the word.
New stackers birth every single day. It's so fun to get emails and comments and DMs about, hey, I watched your show, learned about silver and gold, and hey, this is awesome. I love it. And they're stacking, which is wonderful.
Yep. Yeah, I just ordered some more silver from SD Bullion, so I can't wait for it to come in the mail. I got to do an unboxing, see what I got. I have no idea what I got. It's the
Really?
random bars.
You went with the random bars.
So
I
the
got two
yeah,
boxes next to me. I have taken a sneak peek. I know what they are, but I'm going to be dropping a video showing what's in them as well from SD Bullion. Really
I'm
cool.
excited for that.
I know.
So if
All
people are
right.
just showing up, we got about 30 seconds till we actually get started here, and it's a historic night. We're going to be talking with two powerhouse CEOs. So the founder of Scottsdale Mint we'll be talking with, as well as CEO of SD Bullion. So you're in for a treat, and then massive giveaway. I mean, I'm so excited. Are you ready for this, Yankee?
I am. Let's do it.
All right, so let's go live here. And boom, we got a little bit different of a setup here, but Silver Dragons on the right, Yankee on the left.
Right here.
And I think we should probably show them at least a little sneak peek here of what we're giving away tonight, because they don't even know what the giveaway
Oh,
is.
Do you want me to pop it up on the screen right now?
Yeah, let's pop it up here and they can.
Oh, check. Okay, here it is. You're gonna love this, guys. Look at this.
So, oh my gosh, you're going to be getting a 5-ounce silver coin, and you're also going to be getting this massive full-sized movie poster
Can you
for
see
the
it?
coin. Oh yeah, we could see it.
Oh man, isn't that incredible?
So
I have one. Did you get one of these
I
posters? Have
do.
you seen
It's
it?
on my wall right now. It's gorgeous. It's kind of got like a matte finish to it, not that like
Does,
really
yeah.
glossy. So when you look at it from every angle, you could still see all the detail. It's quite incredible. So one lucky person is going to win the poster and the coin, and then we're doing a second giveaway as well. And one person will walk away with a free 5-ounce silver coin, the Napoleon design. So two of those are be given away tonight, and one poster.
Oh man, I didn't put my poster up yet. I'm actually flattening it out because I'm looking at it. It looks like a movie poster,
I
doesn't it,
know,
SD?
I know. I want to get a frame for mine. But they are going to be sold, and we will talk about that a little bit later. So just so you guys know the flow for tonight, we're going to bring in, like I mentioned in the pre-show, two powerhouses here. And we're going to go over this new coin, this new release. It's innovative. It's amazing. And then we're going to open it up to the live Q&A. So stick around if you have questions, because these people are, both of them, a wealth of knowledge. And then we'll be doing the giveaway at the end, so you're not going to want to miss that. Did I miss anything, Yankee?
Yeah, I do want to tell people, especially those first timers, how the giveaway occurs. So
Yes.
right now, I am capturing everyone who is putting something or anything at all in the chat. Okay, so I'm going to harvest the participants. So you do want to be every 5-10 minutes putting something in there. I will capture your name, YouTube name. I'll put it on the wheel of names. Should I show them what the wheel of names looks like?
They'll figure it out.
Okay, so the wheel of names, and then we'll spin it, and we'll draw two winners. Simple
Yep.
as that.
So if you want to win, make sure you're chatting with us here in the live chat on YouTube. You got to be using like a phone or computer. If you're watching on your TV, pull it up on another device so you can get your name in the chat. That's how you enter the giveaway for the free silver, sponsored by SD Bullion. And yeah, good luck. Make sure you hang out for the whole thing so you can see if you won at the end, right?
That's it. And there are rules for the giveaways. It's open for U.S. Residents only.
Yep, and all the giveaway rules are in the description. Shall we get this party started?
Let's do it. Let's introduce who's going to join us tonight.
Why don't you do the honors here, Yankee? Who's
Me?
joining us tonight?
Okay, great. Well, we have the one and only Josh Fair, the CEO of Scottsdale Mint, joining us. And later on, who else do we have? Why don't you say?
Well, I think they might be both joining us here at the start.
Oh, that's right. Right at the start.
Yeah,
right?
we have a treat for you guys. So
okay,
we're also going to
who's
have
the second?
the CEO of SD Bullion. I don't know if he's ever been live on my channel before, but we're doing it tonight. That is Chase Turner. So if we could bring both of them in here, and we're going to kick this party off.
Here they come.
So everyone say hi in the chat.
What's going on?
Did that not feel like you were back in high school and they were announcing you to come out for the basketball game? It's like turn the lights on.
Yeah, we needed a big
awesome.
tunnel for you to run through. Oh, this is good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, great to have you. Everyone in the chat is saying hi. I'm seeing the chat just blow up right now. I'm going to go ahead and switch this over to the speaker view, and we're going to get started. So we have this new coin coming out. Josh, can you tell us what's going on with this thing?
Man, we're really excited to launch what we're calling the Commander series. It's been in development for just over a year now. We wanted to bring something different to market that had some lasting power that people really haven't seen before, and do something in a completely different format, and do it with a historical theme that we're going to kind of explain and just kind of roll for the next 4 years with, and focusing on some of the best military leaders, some of the best commanders. And what better person to start with than Napoleon? The guy has more documented victories on the battlefield than anyone else in history. So we wanted to launch here with a just a spectacular product, and we can definitely go into more description on it here in a minute.
So this is a series, not just a single coin we're looking at here, right? This is the first in a series.
Right.
Wow.
That's right. So when I can kind of explain some of the genesis of why we're all on the screen together too, as well. And yeah, it's an exciting, what went from possibly a one-off with some brainstorming over a long lunch, turned into something pretty exciting that we have here. So this is, yeah, you guys are seeing the first unveil here right now.
Yeah, can you talk about that before we get into too much detail? Why are you partnering up with SD Bullion, and what's kind of behind all of this?
Yeah, great. Great question. So we Scottsdale Mint, we mint for 20 something governments. We mint for bullion dealers all over the world. And while we have our own products that we release through various channels, occasionally something just kind of connects with a certain product, a certain theme. And we were in Pittsburgh just a few months ago. Scottsdale Mint had already developed the coin, some of the series, some of the project. Chase and his team at SD Bullion took a look at this thing and says, what do we need to do to get the exclusive, not just on the first Napoleon, but the whole program? So we sat back and hashed out how we would kind of take this to market, and said, let's do a little bit of a co-brand, co-launch on a project. And SD's been killing it out there over the last few years out there. So we wanted to take this to market together.
Wow. What kind of manufacturing goes into making this? The design, just that whole process. It must have been a lot of effort.
It is a lot different. This is actually a new dimension size for Scottsdale Mint as well. If you can see on some of your screenshots there, the size of a traditional 39 millimeter coin. You're seeing our new Cowboys that we launched just a few months ago, which have been incredibly popular and successful. And so you can kind of see the dimension. So that's a 39 millimeter. What you're looking at on Napoleon is a 65 millimeter. And while that doesn't sound like that big of an increase, if you put that coin right on top, the amount of real estate that you're actually doing is quite substantial. So we wanted to produce something that was a little bit different. And this is actually struck a lot differently too. We wanted to look at these commanders and look at their history. Some of these guys, I'd say all of them, are controversial. These guys had a rough past. Maybe not everyone likes them. They were in war. And we wanted to create a product that would apply to the historical figures and more of the modern figures as well. But we wanted something that was imperfect. So it is essentially, it looks like a reverse proof like coin. What we've done is an open strike, which means there's no collar around the coin. So when we're actually striking it, it creates a little bit of a ruptured edge. It's not completely finished exactly how most coins are. And if you're able to show it up, you'll kind of see some of that. And that was intentional on here. But what you do get with it is is the total complete finish that just pops. We got that matte, kind of the matte finish with the top side, the top side of it, and then you've got just a beautiful shiny surface of the detail of the words, and then obviously Napoleon himself. The contrast on it is really unlike anything you'll really see on the market, especially at a bullion price. So while this is not a proof coin, it's pretty darn impressive for sure.
Yeah, Yankee
safely back in the capsule.
I was going to say, you're showing it off.
I know.
I'll definitely have to overlay some shots of the coin there when we make a video portion of this. It's a very, very cool piece. I'm kind of curious how many people were involved in creating this. So the design, and because it must take a lot of effort to be able to produce something like this, right?
Yeah, I'd say from top to bottom, between creative concept, the die department, the engineers, the operators, and just kind of working through it. It's one thing to make a coin look good one time for a sample. It's another thing to start producing them on a repeat. This is not something you can do, overnight. So we've been kind of perfecting this out. And again, we're wanting to launch a whole series of these coins. So we're pretty excited. So a top to bottom, within the Scottsdale Mint team. We got great feedback also from the SD Bullion team as we kind of honed in on what we actually wanted to bring to market. I will mention too, this is solid 4.9 purity silver. So again, we're bringing more and more 4.9 quality product to market. Again, nothing wrong with 3.9 by any means, but we're kind of excited just to kind of continually mix it up a little bit for things that people have never seen.
I love that about the cowboy round, the 4.9s, and this. I'm going to talk now so you can actually be able to see it for real, close up, full screen. There you go. That is the reverse. I do have a question about it. The Republic of Liberia. Is there any significance to that? Why'd you pick them?
That's a good question. I was mentioning in a conversation with someone else today, I actually had to do the math. I think we're up to about 25 foreign governments, central banks that we're minting for now.
Wow.
This is our first time with Liberia, and I don't believe they've had a modern issued bullion coin anytime recently. So I don't know the exact date off the top of my head. So we wanted to bring this out. Liberia is kind of an interesting country, interesting history that has a lot of connections to the United States after we abolished slavery, and we helped kind of found Liberia. It uses a lot of similarities to the U.S. Constitution, our flag, and a lot of principles of it. Obviously they've taken a little bit different path than the United States, but yeah, we're excited to bring something different to the market that, again, people invest in silver for a reason, but they also like to collect. So I think people that don't have a Liberia coin, this is going to be something new that they're going to have to get.
Yeah, this is a must buy for the collectors. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I am curious, the mintage. How many are you going to do of the silver, the 5-ounce, and then are you going to be doing gold versions as well?
Yeah, excellent question. This is going to be limited. There's not many. This is 4,999. That's it. So I'm not trying to hype it up, but there are bets going on, friendly bets, how fast this is probably going to sell out. So we're pretty excited about it. As again, one of the sharper retailers out there in the marketplace right now with SD Bullion. I think they'll do a very good job getting this coin out there.
And you are going to be doing a gold version as well?
Yes, I've got one here. And let's see if I can get a zoom in on it. Let me block my face for the zoom. I don't know if we can. Let's see here.
There you go.
Kind of hard to tell at this distance here, guys, but this is going to be a pretty spectacular coin. It's got a nice again reverse proof-like finish as well. This is going to be limited to 2,000. 2,000 1 ounce, and we're also going to have, I realize not everyone is in the market for an expensive 1 ounce gold coin. However, we're going to have a 10th ounce as well. So we're pretty excited about hitting different price points in gold. So keep an eye out for that here in the coming weeks as well.
That is really cool. So the edge, I want to bring this up again one more time because I'm just fascinated by this. It's not a reeded edge. That manufacturing there, that edge there is very unique. I've likened it to like an infinity pool. You know what I'm saying? When you go right up to the edge and it looks like you're just going to drop right off. The whole field goes right to the side there. It's really beautiful.
It is a different way of flowing as the pressure of the press, obviously, top and bottom. And this is done on a much different press than normal. It's done on something. There's probably only a few of these in the world, and it's done a lot differently, a lot of precision. If you don't strike enough, or if you strike too much, it completely blows out, and it changes quite a bit. You probably have seen other products that we've done, such as the Tombstone Silver Nuggets, some of the Egyptian Relic series we've done historically. We love to play with doing things a little bit differently and seeing if we can get the metal to move in different ways. So this one was just another look at how to do it. And again, it's rimless. So we're running, the coin is just running straight out without a rim, which again is something very unique to our sector.
Yeah, I've always thought of Scottsdale Mint as pushing the boundaries, and the innovation is just absolutely insane. And I think this is probably one of the best products you guys have ever come out with. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I'm curious, are you able to talk about the rest of the series? You know, maybe not exactly how many you're gonna be doing, but can you give us a sneak peek of anything else you have planned for this series?
I'll drop one of the ones that are going to come out. So we're going to do 3 commanders a year for 4 years is how we're set. I'll mention one other that's coming out of the first 3. It's patent. So you're going to see you're going to go from 200 plus years ago here with Napoleon. You're going to move it more into the modern era with General Patton, which is a U.S. figure. So we're going to be moving around quite a bit, and there's a lot of great military leaders out there.
Fantastic. I just put in the chat, I want Patton. I really do. That's going to be cool.
And something also pretty hot, a little sneak peek. The coin series it's gonna run similar. You're gonna get a similar bust, similar look and feel. So this is gonna look like a set once it's all done. And it's kind of interesting too. A lot of these military commanders are also known for the hats that they wore. A lot of you will probably recognize Patton for the military hat. You may not recognize him without it. So even Napoleon also is known for his style of hat. And so a lot of these characters that we'll be presenting, you're going to be like, man, each and every hat is going to really pop out at you.
That's so great. I'm excited for this whole series. I'm definitely going to have to collect the whole thing personally, and really appreciate you talking about everything with this coin and the Commander series in general. I'm wanting to bring in Chase here because I know people are going to want to pick this up, and I believe the launch is coming up pretty soon, right?
Yep. Monday morning. These will go on sale. So this is the first time. By the way, hey, what's going on, everybody? I know we got a lot of SD Bullion customers out there because you guys are always talking about Yankee and Silver Dragon. So we appreciate all you customers out there of SD Bullion. If you're not, here's a chance to become one. Napoleon will go on sale Monday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern. So this is the first time we've actually went out with something like this. As you guys know, before time to announce it, to say, hey, get ready. And there's a reason for that. There's a kind of a few notes I like to touch on so far the conversation. Like, when we look at SD Bullion's relationship with Scottsdale Mint this year, it really goes back to Berlin in February. We're sitting down, having dinner, and Josh pulls out his phone and shows us this video of this thing called the Cowboy Round. And we started talking about my heritage and my family and what he's doing in Wyoming. There was just a connection of like, hey, we should do this together. And then once we got the coin in person, it was like, or the round, it looks like a coin. It's on your screen. It looks like a coin. It was just incredible. And so we worked really hard on that launch, and it was extremely successful. And we sold way more ounces than anybody could project. And so when we were sitting in Pittsburgh, as Josh mentioned, he pulls this out of his backpack and shows it to me. It's kind of one of those moments again where it's like, holy cow, I've never seen anything like this. This is the coolest thing I've ever seen minted. Like when you talk about the open collar and, when you see the pictures of it, how the finish is and everything, and it looks like a proof coin, even though it's technically not. And then he starts talking about the series and the ideas. And it was like, hey, we were basically begging at that point to be involved in this thing, and then exclusively as well. And then the conversations kept going, and then there was a poster, and there's a movie, and like there was just so much excitement around this. And I kind of got this feeling like, hey, this thing's going to go really quick because there's only 4,999 of them. Scottsdale makes the coolest stuff on the market. Everybody knows that. And as you already said, Silver Dragon, this might be the coolest thing they've ever made. So with that, we thought we'd get out in front of this thing a little bit and say, hey, let's go on. Let's show everybody what's coming, and let's let them know when it's going to come. That way, the people that are super interested can have a chance to participate. That way, they don't wake up, they don't get the email in time, and next thing you know, it's sold out. So that's kind of what we're doing this time around, is saying, hey, here's what's coming. Here's why you should be interested. And so that's Monday morning at 10 a.m. sdbullion.com/commander. You guys are going to leave a link to that below. I know that's not live right now, but on Monday morning, you'll be able to go there. And if you're on our email list, you'll obviously get an email about it as well, linking directly to the product. And if you're not on our email list and you want to get signed up for it, you can just go to sdbullion.com scroll down to the bottom of the web page, and you can put in your email right there, and you'll get a notification when it goes for sale. But yeah, and then when you talk about the poster, right? Which you can see in my background. I guess it's this way. Super cool poster. Nobody's ever came to market with a coin and a poster. I mean, Josh Fair is a mad scientist. You asked a question like the when we had the conversation before the live. Why is it 4,999? And Josh went into this really great answer. But the reality is he's just a mad scientist. He's a master of his craft, and literally, he's probably the only guy in the industry that his level that sits around and just thinks about this stuff all the time. He's a marketing genius. So that's the actual answer of why. But he came out with this poster, and there's going to be 100 of those available to the market. We're going to give away one tonight. And then on Monday morning, when it goes for sale, that right there, there'll be a bundle. You can buy the coin and the poster together. There's going to be 100 of those made available. So expecting those to go pretty quickly.
Yeah, and a bunch of people are already putting questions in the Q&A. Just right off the bat, probably 10 people are asking sort of the price range. Can you go over pricing on this stuff, Chase? Have you guys set that yet, or do you have an idea of what it will be? we
do. Probably not going to put that in public to the competitors that are just listening for other reasons. But what I will tell you is it's definitely going to be cheaper than a Silver Eagle, and it will be cheaper than a Silver Maple, at least if you go to our competitors' websites. So this is when you showed the gold, Josh, I mean, from the screen, it looks like a freaking proof coin. We had some new people start this week at SD Bullion. So they're like really new. So they're just learning basic terms and stuff. And I showed them the coin, like, hey, check out this thing. This is what we're doing, whatever. And she's like, is that a proof coin? Is that what they call a proof coin? I'm like, well, I understand why you would say that. But no, it's not. It's just that's how great Scottsdale Mint produces things.
Yeah. It's an absolutely beautiful 5-ounce silver coin. It's not a round, this Napoleon coin. But hey, Chase, you mentioned a word movie. I have to ask both you and Josh, did you plan this with the new Sony Pictures movie Napoleon that's coming out, I think, on Thanksgiving? Come on. Did you?
Well, thank you to Chase. For the kind words. Sometimes I'm also lucky. So in this case, we actually were putting this together over a year ago. I had no idea Ridley Scott and Phoenix were getting together to basically redo what they did with Gladiator and launch an epic movie. I'm not even really a Hollywood. I rarely go to the movies at all. This is one that I'm probably going to get out of the seats. If you've not seen the trailer, go watch the Ridley Scott Napoleon trailer. It's coming out, I think, here in a few weeks. I think it's in November, I believe. So you're going to start seeing this hit the airwaves here pretty fast. So we did not time it at all. It was that, really, we were talking about a series of commanders, and Napoleon was the absolute number one to start with because of his battlefield success rate. So we just got lucky, and we got lucky. We've got a great team. I got an amazing team of people in manufacturing, creative, all the way through my company. That it took us a little longer to put this together, but we wanted to do it right. So the stars aligned with this movie.
Awesome. Hey,
that's cool.
Yeah,
look at this. I want to show it right now, really full screen here. You can see the detail. And the beautiful reverse. It's 2024 too, which is kind of cool. I like that.
Yeah, doesn't that? It's so simple. The thing I like about it, somebody said earlier about buying the entire series, and I'm not a series guy. I'm a bullion guy. I'm a stacker. You guys know that. This is one of those where I want to own all of them, and it's funny. Literally like 2 hours before this, I was talking to a guy that's in oil, and he doesn't own a lot of silver, and I showed this to him, and he was like, "I want this one. I want all of them," because I could just imagine it on your shelf, like. What a cool thing to have all the commanders up there. And anyways, talking about the series that made me think about that's what I'm going to do. And with the posters, if we keep doing posters, I'm going to have them all just back there behind me.
Yeah, I definitely want to get the posters too. Some people are asking if there's going to be like a storage, like a display box sold with these, kind of like you did for the dragon the 8.88 ounce dragon bars, Josh? Have you thought about anything like that?
So these do come in capsules. So they're, we've been kind of hashing out, is there a way to display all 12 when the series is done? Almost like a master wooden box for the people that would like them on, those are type of ideas that we've kind of thought about. So it is a trickier coin to showcase. It's a bigger coin than most. So we are looking at other ways, but it is definitely, you are going to get it with a capsule for sure.
Nice. And I want to remind people, if you have a question, feel free to put it in the Q&A there. If you put it in the regular chat, Yankee will try and grab those. But now's your time. If you have any questions, we got the CEO of Scottsdale Mint and SD Bullion on here right now. So let's do this. We're opening up all the questions, and we're going to go for about half an hour here, get as many as we can, and then we're doing the giveaway. So stick around for the giveaway. One question here, I guess this is probably for Josh. How long does it take to make the 5-ounce coin from start to finish?
I don't know if I've done a time study. I know some of our engineers have. It's a lot slower than we would like, but that's what it takes to produce it. So I don't have the exact numbers in front of me. I know it's a lot longer to do it than let's say 1-ounce coins for sure. It's not an automated process. It's a little bit of labor of love. It's definitely not a traditional way of minting. So again, thanks to SD Bullion to committing to a large project, we were able to really kind of tighten our numbers to make this financially accessible. Most mints would take this to market in a very limited fortune, and this would be a gigantic premium. So what we wanted to do is just bring higher quality product at reasonable investment prices. And so you're getting kind of that vibe of like, hey, if it is less than a silver maple, why am I buying a silver maple? And these days, Justin Trudeau is probably not as popular amongst the silver stacking community than others. So I say, you know what? Support 2 American completely owned companies. It's made here in the United States, and it's sold here in the United States. And so yeah, we're definitely just excited to showcase this to everyone.
Yeah. Any questions you're seeing out there, Yankee, in the regular chat?
Hey guys,
Oh, go ahead.
Can I clarify something real quick so we don't get the emails on Monday? It's cheaper than a silver maple per ounce. Okay, it's a 5-ounce coin, so per ounce it will be cheaper than a silver maple. The other thing, a housekeeping item I do want to put out there because I forgot. Whoever buys the silver coin, basically we will segment those people off, and we're going to give them the first dibs on the gold coins when they come out, because they're going to be even less mintage levels than the silver coin, obviously, because they're gold. So if you buy the silver coin, you're going to get a full 24-hour heads up to buy the gold before we open it up to everyone else. So something to note there.
Yeah, and people are asking a bunch of other housekeeping items that we did go over, but I'll just real briefly. Walter's saying, where do I find these? These are exclusive to SD Bullion, right, Chase?
Yeah, that's correct. sdbullion.com/commander. On Monday morning, you will be able to start purchasing these.
People are asking, is there a limit? Can I order as many as I want, or is there a customer limit on these?
There will be a limit, but it will be significant, probably 20 or 50 or something like that. Yeah, you can definitely order more than one. I'm going to be personally ordering more than one. Okay, so there's no limit, at least on one.
At least for you. Thule said this may be my first 5-ounce coin. That's great, Thule. There is a question, 2 real quick ones. Josh, somebody asked how many people actually were involved, roughly. I don't know if you mentioned that.
Yeah, I would say it was probably more than a dozen that were intimately involved in the project. I think there was probably a core number of people that we have that look at this. And the nice thing with our company is we have a lot of our artists are on staff, our sculptors are on staff, our dye department is on staff, our everything is together. So when we're producing products, our teammates can all look at it at the same time and work together and collaborate. So we've got a really gifted amount of people. I would call them artisans. Some are lean more on their art side. Others lean more on the engineering side. So really kind of meshing all that together to produce something beautiful is what we're doing. I'm so excited. We're going to be pushing the envelope for years to come. So this is just another product that we're bringing to market here.
So somebody asked, is it a coin or a round? I'm just going to show you right here. It is made by the Republic of Liberia. It has an amount, $100. It is a coin, not a round, which is really cool.
Yeah, we actually have a really kind of funny comment from Tiger Stacker. He says, since Napoleon was short, and this is a 5-ounce, does it mean the rest of the commanders will be 10-ounce? It's hilarious. Are they all going to be 5-ounce, Josh?
They are, and that's actually a misconception. There was, at the time, Napoleon was actually 5'7". There are some calculations between the French scale of metric and the British scale, and now it's known he was 5'7". The average height of a Frenchman in that era was 5'5". So actually, for his time, he was 2 inches taller than the average man. It is funny, they call it the Napoleon complex, right? He's a short guy, but we don't look at Winston Churchill as a short guy. He was significantly shorter than Napoleon. I think he's taken a bad rap for it personally, as I've kind of studied him a little bit. And again, he's got more military victories than most. The guy literally would not open up his mail for at least 3 weeks. He would so that he could stay focused on it. And he figured by the time I read the mail that comes in, the problems will solve themselves. He was 2 hours late to his own wedding because he was handling military affairs. The guy was just focused on it. So when I think of Napoleon, and I think you'll probably see it in the movie. I've not seen the Ridley Scott movie, but when we see it, I think you're going to see a different side of Napoleon as opposed to just being a short dude.
I think so as well. Go ahead, Yankee.
Yeah, I actually had a question about the cowboy rounds. So I got to ask you, are these forever rounds, Josh? Are you going to keep minting these? I mean, this is incredible. I've been calling this the round of the year because of its beauty, its pseudo security features, 4/9 fine. It's just one of my favorite rounds of all time. So you got to ask, are you going to keep doing this? You're going to keep making these?
Absolutely. And
Good.
you'll probably, without giving away too much, we're going to want to expand upon it. So we're definitely excited for the success of it. I think it's a killer product. So thank you to everyone who's watching who have been buying these cowboys through the past. I guess it's only been on the market, what, Chase, 3 months, 4 months max, something like that. So, and if you don't have one, go on Monday. Well, either do it right now, but on Monday, get a Napoleon, throw some cowboys in the cart too.
There it is.
Yeah, you
I
will
agree.
not be disappointed. Yeah, so as Josh mentioned, I just want to reiterate, there will be more coming from the cowboy, and it's super, super exciting. Of course, you guys will be the first to know once we have all that out there, but that is, I might be more excited about what's coming to the cowboy than this. I don't know, because the 1 ounce round is incredible, so you can only imagine what's coming next.
Yeah, I think we're all hoping for something a little bigger. But hey, real quick, over 500 people in the house. We're giving away 10 ounces of silver at the end of the stream tonight. You don't want to miss your chance to enter, so feel free to put something in the chat. If you got questions for these powerhouses in the silver world, feel free to put those in the question section as well. We are getting a few people asking about, because you guys are both American-based companies, where exactly are you located? We'll start with Josh.
Yeah, so actually I'm coming to you from Casper, Wyoming. We're looking out over, this is our manufacturing floor. This is a big wall. We've got a 15-foot 3D lion that you're looking at behind me. So that's not just a rendering. So we're in Wyoming. We're also in Scottsdale, Arizona. So Wyoming's got the bucking bronco and the city of Scottsdale also has that on their official emblem. So we're actually manufacturing in 2 locations right now, and so we're coming to you from two western states.
Awesome. And what about SD Bullion? Can you talk about where you guys are located?
Yeah, originally we were founded in Ohio. Still to this day, our facility our inventory's at right across the border, Ohio and Michigan. Where I'm setting at is in Fort Worth, Texas. That's where kind of our corporate office is of corporate management. But we probably got 100 or so people at our facility, which Yankees been to, Dragons you're coming to next. We also have our vault there, our depository. We just opened up IRA depository there as well. So SD Bullion is an American-owned small business right here local, and we own all of our inventory outright. We have no debt. We ship our own orders. Not a lot of companies can say that. Even the big ones that you might know don't even own their inventory and ship their orders. We have no exposure to the USD. We're totally into gold and silver with the stackers. So we stand on their side. So that's my SD Bullion pitch elevator speech there. I have a question for Josh, if I may.
Sure.
Yankee and Dragons, is it okay? Can I cut the line over there real quick?
You can go ahead and do whatever you want.
Go for it.
Yeah. All right. You're always on the cutting edge, Josh. What the heck is behind you? Because it looks like a background, but I know it's not.
Yeah, it's literally 15 foot. I don't know if I can get a different focus behind me. Let me see. There you go. That's awesome. That is, so we're looking probably, I don't know, 100 and something feet behind me. So we're overlooking I'm on a mezzanine balcony. I'm in a conference room in one of the manufacturing rooms in our new facility in Casper, Wyoming. That's still in construction. We're now live in a few rooms. We decided to put up our big logo, and so it's completely 3D. I think it's the relief, we'll call it. I think the relief is nearly 1 foot. So you're seeing a lot of dimension on that. So we're still producing silver products, but we love to put that up there. And if you might recognize it, while that's our logo, it sure does awfully look like our stacker rounds. So if you're on SD Bullion's site and you don't have a stacker round, you're going to see that 3D dimension, and actually these rays that are shooting out, if I can go the right direction, that's what we have on our stacker round as well. So that's a very similar product to what we're producing. You're seeing that, yeah.
I'm showing the reverse of the cowboy round. Wow, that is
That's a great question. Well, it was made out of solid silver, a heck of a lot more, but it went through a few renditions to get this put together. It's got specialized paint, plaster coating, special paint to put together 3D. So we're very excited. Our facility is going to be a work of art, both inside with equipment and what we're doing to showcase it. But eventually we're focused on the brick and mortar, but we're kind of doing a few nice touches along the way. And eventually, as we get to the exterior of the building, we'll zhuzhy it up a little bit.
Yeah, awesome. A bunch of people are asking about the sizes for the new Napoleon release. So just to go over it again, it's going to be a 5-ounce silver, a 1-ounce gold, and a 10th-ounce gold, right? Those are the only sizes going to be made available?
Yeah, that's correct. And just to be clear, the 5-ounce silver will go on sale Monday. The gold is coming 2 or 3 weeks behind it, maybe. So, and if you buy the silver, you're going to get an email notification before anybody else that the gold's on sale, available to you. That way you have a chance to buy it before it sells out, because there's only going to be a couple thousand ounces of gold. So that one won't last long either. So just to clarify the timing there.
Awesome. Yankee, any questions from your side?
I am not seeing questions much on my side.
Yeah.
Put a question in the regular chat if you have it, or in the Q&A section. But you can ask a question of Chase or Josh. You can ask about, we're talking to the CEOs of both one of the best online bullion dealers, bar none, and also for stackers primarily, and also you got to be able to ask Josh a question about Scottsdale Mint, anything else they're doing. You don't just have to ask a question about the Napoleon coin, although that's what is so stunning. I got to show it one more time. Feel free to ask any question at all.
Yeah, and a lot of people are asking about the industry in general, what you guys have seen, how you've seen everything change since COVID. Where are we headed from here? I guess first we'll start with Josh. What is it looking like right now?
Yeah, it's been such a hot market since the pandemic, and really, let's face it, the shutdowns. So the demand has just been pretty much nonstop. I'd say this summer's been the summer that we just finished up was probably our first, I would say, reasonable cool down, where just the sheer stress level it's been to keep up with manufacturing, I know at least for my company, has been very difficult. So our stuff is just so popular, and with the demand of it, it's just we're wanting to do the best we can, which is really why we're expanding into another state with a new facility. But we're 2.5 years into this, so it takes a long time to actually to raise it up. So what we've seen was a little bit of a slowdown this summer, and just as of late last week with this silver dip here, it just seems like a lot of the market is just selling off on everything. So for those that are looking for a good time to buy, it's always a little bit better to buy it if it's dipping as opposed to going up. So we've seen sales have surged yet again. So good news is we're a little bit better on top of control. If this continues, it's going to be a fever pitch winter season.
How about you, Chase? What are you seeing for sales right now with this price drop?
Sales currently is, I would say, bananas. You know, it's definitely been a peak and valley year. 2023 has. It feels like it's either super high or super low, and the waves just continue to get bigger. I think you mentioned it when you first came on that there's so many more stackers coming into the market every day. Every day people wake up, you know, with channels out there like yourselves and everybody educating people on the future of the dollar, the future of the economy. More people are getting interested. So the pie is growing each and every day, it feels like, because, you know, I've been answering calls from customers since 2016 on the front line, and the questions are there's a lot of new people, right? A lot of the same questions. What's a coin versus a bar? You know, all those types of things. But, you know, to talk about the industry since COVID, and Josh, if I'm saying anything that's not correct on your side of the business, correct me. But Scottsdale Mint's so unique that what we saw with COVID and the shutdowns, as you guys remember, that, you know, everybody that's shut down, so you couldn't get inventory, premiums went up, all those things. And the takeaway for most people in the industry, not retailers, but on Josh's side of the business, was we need more equipment, right? We need to be able to produce more when these waves of business come in. And you know, for the last 3 years, people have been doing that. So now we're at a point in the market where there's a lot of people making silver, right? A lot more than there was in 2020. But the differences between Scottsdale and all these other people making silver is the quality. So that means Scottsdale has a bunch of clientele, without going into too much detail, that keeps them busy on a regular basis. That, you know, if company B starts a mint tomorrow, they're not getting that business. They might have the retail business. So as the retail goes up and down on our side of the business, you know, for what Scottsdale's done is kind of insulated themselves in a way to be able to expand their customer base simply by the quality of which they're able to strike. But on our side of the business, it's been great as of late. It's been a great year. We just crossed last week. We just surpassed what we did in 2022. So for SD Bullion, it's been great. Our customer base is fantastic. We feel like we know our customer base really well, and we're engaged with them. You know, we don't take on a lot of series like this. We're not, you know, we're not flipping a Coke bottle cap for 80% premium, you know, to our customers when the market base is going down. When we see something that resonates with stackers, we're interested in it. Other than that, we're going to keep doing what we're doing, which is selling bullion lower than anybody else out there on a volume scale. So we're on track to do 1.2 billion this year in revenue. I mean, that's an amazing growth curve. From 5 years ago, we were maybe doing 150, 200 million a year.
That's insane. There's a few other questions for you, Chase. One from Cindy. She's asking what SD stands for. And then another one from Russ. Does SD have a storefront at all, or are you only online? So if you could answer those.
Yep. The SD actually stands for Silver Doctors. In 2011, one of the co-founders started a blog called silverdoctors.com. So the two founders met in pharmacy school. So that's where the name comes from, SD Silver Doctors. The blog is no longer around. It used to be one of the biggest news websites online. The second question, storefront. We do not offer a storefront today. We do have, as I said, a depository. And if you store metals in that depository, like most depositories, with enough heads up, you can actually show up and, we'll pull out and verify your material for you. But no in person. That's not to say that can't change. There's a lot of people that buy gold and silver in Texas. That's one of the cool things about being here in Fort Worth is, I mean, almost everybody you run into on the street knows about gold and silver here. And they definitely know about guns and, liberty and everything else. So I don't know, maybe in the future, maybe there's something here. I think it'd be fun to do something here in Texas.
You like being down there, huh, Chase?
It's better than a lot of other places, I would say.
All right, now the questions are really flying in here, so let me fire off a few. Frank J said, "What country or countries do you source your silver and gold from?"
I think that's a Josh question.
Yeah, assuming that's coming to me. It depends. So we have particular specs that we like to work with. Yes, in theory, silver is silver, but the question is what makes up the impurities does affect your final outcome. So not all mints are created equal in their production. So we like to have really a mixture of sources. A lot we love to get stuff stateside, but the reality is all the foreign governments, not the foreign governments, foreign refineries are bringing their metal to the United States to be used in manufacturing. So we get a lot from North America. Yes, a lot does come out of the United States as much as we can. But
Josh, sorry.
But to be frank, there's not enough silver in the world. We've been running a net deficit of amount of silver that's mined versus how much is being consumed for both the investment side and the industrial side. So for those that aren't familiar with the story of what's going on with silver, just the Green New Deal, all the new tech, all cell phones, solar, medical, silver's just being consumed. So we have to have a lot of strategic partners all over, a lot in Europe, and a few other sources around that we have. But we make sure they're KYC legitimate sources, no conflict minerals. So it's a tight list that we work with, that we have consistent spec. But the nice thing is that we get taken care of through thick and thin. We never shut down during COVID. So when you saw a lot of the other governments, they shut down their minting operations. We never shut down for a single day.
Wow.
Kyle also wanted to know, will the whole Commander series be Liberia or other countries?
At this moment, it will probably be the same country as long as they continue to sign off on it. So for now, it'll be consistent on this one.
That's awesome. Hey, a lot of people are asking, Josh, are they going to be able to tour your new facility, in Casper, Wyoming? And if they can't, will there be any place where the public can come and maybe see a demonstration or a viewing area? And also, is it possible to get they're just saying we want a video tour and we want to see how this stuff is actually made. Is any of that going to be possible?
I mean, to be frank, I would love to show the stacking community what we do and how we do it. But to be just super straight, what we produce and what we do it is so much different than the other mints that we can't allow people to come in with cameras and or even tours or to see what we do and how we do it. And the reality is we're actually modifying a lot of equipment. We use things that a lot of the industry doesn't use. But here's what we do like to do is we're going to be opening up as the building continues to grow. We're gonna be able to try to showcase, kind of like where you're coming from now. I'm in the fabrication side of our facility right now. So we may do some things where we were able to show what I call high and tight operations, where we can kind of showcase a little bit of what we're doing, and without giving away any secrets. But even what's below this line here is super secret. So we like to keep it that way. So, and there's a lot of European companies and other companies that are trying to figure out, hey, how is Scottsdale Mint doing this? They're trying to figure out what we do, but we're technically while we do big numbers, we're still a small family-owned business. I started the company in 15 plus years ago now. And so it's near and dear to my heart to maintain it and keep it and make sure that my staff have a good job and we can continue to grow and not have people essentially counterfeit or knock us off.
Speaking of jobs, I've seen probably 4 or 5 questions asking both of you, are you hiring? Is there any way to get a job at either Scottsdale Mint or SD Bullion? Let's start with Chase on that one. What do you think, Chase? Are people
Yeah,
able to
sorry,
get a job?
buddy, I was muted.
No problem.
Yeah, as long as you're on site. So if you go to sdbuoyant.com/careers, you will see we have 2 Michigan listings there and 1 Texas listing. This Texas office is new for us. We've been hiring people pretty rapidly. We've found some really good people down here, but we are definitely still looking. So if you're in the Fort Worth, DFW area, yeah, you can go to sdbuoyant.com/careers. And if you're interested in talking to people about gold and silver all day, which, like I said, it's amazing. 2 of the 7 people we hired down here are like stackers, like legitimate stackers. So it's been a lot of fun to just interview those people, and they get onboarded pretty quickly.
How about over at Scottsdale?
Yeah, so we are hiring in Wyoming, even though I love to say that Wyoming doesn't exist. So, and that's kind of a funny motto. Wyoming is full, even though it's the least dense state population-wise in the country. But yes, we are looking for some select positions, anything from the creative side to the manufacturing side in particular. There could be a few other roles I think we may have posted up there, but yeah, so if you check out our career page at scottsdalemint.com, you could see what's out there, submit a resume, and we are looking for talented people. While we do hire local in Casper, Wyoming, and it is a little more rugged in Wyoming. It's kind of like Texas. People are pretty proud of where they're from, but it's tough. It's tough to it's a tougher culture, especially if you watch the TV show Yellowstone. You'll get a pretty good taste of life here.
I got 3 questions. Can I punch these out,
Yeah,
Dragons?
Do it. Yep.
All right. So Incarnate01 said, do either CEO see economic hardships or recession looming?
I mean, I don't see how it's not here already. I literally went to like a local grocery store here and grabbed a Caesar salad for $13.50. This is not sustainable, right? So I'd say it's already here. And if you look at the chart of the stock market, it'll also tell you. In my opinion, I'm not a trader, but it's not. This usually isn't a good sign, right?
I would say absolutely. My take's a little bit different from others. That it seems like to me that Jay Powell is wanting to put pressure on the economy to really knock it down, and I mean really knock it down. The only way you really can unwork some of this inflation is a stock market crash. I'm not saying that one may happen tomorrow. I don't know when, but the reason why they keep nudging rates up is they want this thing to roll over. So what does that mean? It's chaos. It's through chaos, power is taken and money is made. And so it does seem like we're entering a new season of difficulty in our nation and our world. I don't take any solace in that by any means, but it's nice to be with a business that I believe in, that does provide a little diversification, hopefully in the long run, especially in a scenario where we could see the U.S. dollar, while it may go up at some point, it may implode and or reset into something new. So I definitely think that we're facing a really tough decade.
All right, this question from JP is for you, Chase. Is SD Bullion offering Eagles at spot because your business is booming?
Well, we're offering Eagles at spot because we like to do things like that. So every Wednesday we meet with a few of the head people, the marketing team, and we come up with, what are we going to offer? And last week that just came out of the meeting. I mean, if you go back to this year, we did a deal earlier this year where you buy 100 Silver Eagles, you get a free 10-ounce silver bar. Nobody does that. So we kind of take pride and we enjoy coming up with these kind of weird promotions where you can get 10 ounces of Silver Eagles at spot if you buy a tube. And let me tell you, it's been very received by the audience.
Awesome.
One more Yankee?
Yeah, this one's for you though, bud.
What, for me?
I know, right? Miguel wants to know, is it worth trading an ounce of gold for silver right now?
Oh my
Because
gosh.
you do the ratio, dude. Is it time?
Yeah, no, I do play the ratio. I think anytime when you're dealing with physical, you got to wait for the extremes. So the ratio is like 85 right now. I would say if it goes up to 100, then I mean, I don't see why not sell a little gold, buy more silver.
Yeah.
But right now, I'd say no way. Just hold on to it because when you sell, you got to think about premiums and all that other stuff. So I'm not doing that. You're not doing that either, right, Yankee?
No, I buy and hold. I'm not
Absolutely.
trading it. Nope.
Um,
All right.
Yeah,
Are we ready?
I was gonna say we're gonna have to do this giveaway because we only got 5 minutes left here.
Let's do it then.
If
Yeah.
people haven't entered, last chance here. Put something in the chat. Yankee's gonna pull up the chat. This has been super fun. We probably had hundreds of questions we didn't get to, so I apologize for all that. But as a consolation, how about some free silver, huh?
No kidding. Yeah, this is incredibly generous. Again, one of them is going to be that amazing 5-ounce round, and the other one's going to be that amazing 5-ounce round and an amazing poster too, which I just loved. Mrs. Yankee saw the poster first, just telling you, Chase, and it was like, oh my word, that is incredible. She reacted. I was like, how about the silver? Did you see this? And she's like, that poster is cool.
Yeah, before we do the giveaway, can we get the recap here from Chase on where these are going to be sold and all that as well?
Yeah, go ahead. Just do that.
Yeah, Monday morning, 10 a.m. sdbullion.com. You won't be able to go to the website without seeing a banner and everything. But sdbullion.com/commander. This bundle you see in front of you, the coin and poster, there'll be only 100 units available. These posters are very intense. You guys are seeing them in person, so there's a lot of effort that goes into them. There's only going to be 100 of those available, and then there'll be 4,000, roughly 4,999. Right? You guys have some. We're giving some away tonight. So all those will be on sale Monday morning at 10 a.m. We're going to send out an email tomorrow. We're alerting people over the weekend. So if you want one, I would be there on Monday ready because as Josh mentioned earlier, there's been some friendly wagers between the two companies of how long this might take. And so we'll see.
All right. Thank you. I'm going to switch over to the wheel of names. I'm going to put in the names right here.
Here we go. So the first spin is going to be for one of the 5-ounce Napoleons. It's SD Bullion exclusive, made by Scottsdale Mint. So you're going to get one of the 5-ounce silver coins. Best of luck, everyone.
Yeah, let's shuffle it up and spin it. Good luck.
Oh my goodness. This is such a sweet giveaway. I'm so excited for this.
This is a big one.
And if you don't win, then you'll get a chance to win the coin and the posters. So
I love watching the chat. Come on, pick me. I want to win. Me. Please, 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 please. Crossing fingers. All right, we've got Savannah, Mark, Graylin, Jackalope, Anthony. Looks like Carrie. Can Carrie hold on to it?
I think maybe.
Oh, right down to the line. Yes.
There you go.
Carrie Ramsey with the first one. Congrats.
Yes.
Right.
Don't forget to email me, Carrie. So just silverdragons47@gmail.com. You can also email Yankee, yankeestacking@gmail.com, and we'll make sure that gets sent out to you.
Here comes the second one.
Now, this is for the 5-ounce silver and the poster. Only 100 of these posters made. They're absolutely insane. One of the biggest giveaways we've ever done here on the show. Best of luck.
All right. I see Kevin, Luigi, Dan, James, Dave, Dan, Debbie, Millie.
I'm seeing SD Bullion customers' names, so I got the ones I'm betting on here, the ones I'm hoping for.
Well, I see Swine Wrangler with the win.
There you
Swine
go.
Wrangler.
What a name!
Right.
Must love bacon. Yeah, don't forget to email me, Swine Regular, silverdragons47@gmail.com. And I'm going to go ahead and switch up the view here as we finish out. Any last thoughts? We'll start with you, Josh. Seriously, thank you so much for joining us. To have you live here has been incredible. Again, the CEO and founder of Scottsdale Mint. Any last thoughts here, Josh, on the coin or series, anything at all?
Man, we're just excited, and we can't wait to bring out the future ones. This has been great to be on your guys' channel, and to see all the fans, and the appreciation for the products that we're bringing to market, and thanks to SD Bullion for putting this together, and launching this to the market here on Monday.
Awesome. And seriously, Chase Turner, CEO of SD Bullion, thank you so much for joining us. I think it's the first time you've been live here on my channel, so it's a big deal for me. Thank you so much for being here. Any last thoughts on the coin or the series or anything at all?
Yeah, I can't believe it's been the first time, but no, thank you so much. We've been working together for a long time, you and Dragons, Yankee, everybody. So you guys are very important to SD Bullion, what we do. We love your followers, and we're just super, super excited to get this out there. As you can tell, I mean, you know how much time it's spent to get this background going. I'm not a techie guy, so we've been putting a lot of effort into this. We're super excited that Scottsdale even considered to do this with us, and so we're very, very focused on making this series a success. We know that the customers, like, once you get this thing in your hand, we know you're gonna love it. So we're super excited to get this thing going on Monday, and get the feedback from everybody.
Yeah, and I'm going to turn it over to Yankee. Yankee, we're having the finale for Silver Pros on your channel. Everyone subscribe to Yankee Stacking if you haven't already. Any last thoughts here, Yankee, as we wrap up?
Oh, this was so much fun. Thank you again, Josh. Thank you so much, Chase, for being here. What an awesome part 1 to season 5's finale. Part 2 on my channel coming up. Don't want to miss it. Oh, yeah. Isn't that a nice coin?
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much. I appreciate it, buddy.
Yep, absolutely.
As always.
And we will
Thank
see
you.
you all next time on Silver Pros.
Oh, wait. Josh, did you want to say one thing?
Oh no, I was just saying thanks again. Thanks again.
All right.
You want to finish it out, Yankee?
Yeah. Stack like a pro.
There it is. Have a good night, everyone.